Today we're focusing on how to unpack numeracy problems effectively and timely in your class. At this point, you should have received your numeracy data and decided on which questions you're going to work on with your students, either in your mathematics warm-ups or in week 2 and week 3 of your numeracy. Now you can unpack numeracy questions individually, in small groups, or as a whole class. Again, that is your discretion. So how I unpack numeracy questions in my class is I firstly start by reading the problem to the students. William buys 12 kilograms of clay for $17.40 and the clay comes in 1 kilogram bags. How much does 7 kilograms of clay cost? And we also obviously have our 4 options there. I then bring messy space in and I give them a minute for each of the phases. And this aligns with our senior curriculum, where phase 1 is formulate, where they are looking at what they already know and what they need to know when they're unpacking questions. Our phase 2, our messy space, is when they are solving. And our third phase, our clean answer, is when they are evaluating and verifying and proving that that answer is correct. So by unpacking problems in your class, you are actually exposing our students to the senior curriculum. So I give them a minute for each phase and I would time them. So what I already know about the problem is that 12 kilos is equal to $17.40 and I know that it comes in a kilogram bag. I need to know how much does 7 kilograms cost. So I then go through, give them a minute to do that, and then we look at our messy space. So I know that 7 kilos is nearly half of 12 kilos. So the price should be roughly half. And I can use this process to eliminate answers. And I have a higher chance of getting it correct due to eliminating it. And I use that by my knowledge of proportion. I then go through and I set it up as a ratio with kilogram is to price. 12 kilograms is equal to $17.40. 7 kilograms is equal to what? I then multiply diagonally. 7 times $17.40 is $121.80. And because they're in proportion to each other, the answer should be the same. And then I find the missing number by looking at $121.80 divided by 12 equals $10.15. I then go through and I look at clean answers. So our students have time to prove it. And again, they have a minute. Now, $10.15 for 7 kilos. $17.40 divided by 12 means that it's $1.45 per kilogram bag, and I'm looking for 7, and $1.45 times 7 equals $10.15. So those are the 3 phases. I really encourage you to get your students up to share their messy space and get them up on that whiteboard and showing their different strategies, because there's lots of different ways to tackle this problem. And there's lots of different strategies and there's a lot of power in getting students up there and sharing, and hopefully their peers picking up some new tips and skills along the way. Please don't disregard that clean answer. It's really important for our students to prove that their answer is correct and to check for that reasonableness. It's something our students don't do. However, in NAPLAN, obviously they're not going to have a ton of time to check their clean answers. From here, if you want to extend kids, you could get them to write their own problems, or write a similar problem, and that sits very high on our Bloom's taxonomy where students are creating. It's also a great opportunity, if you know where it sits in the curriculum, to talk about it with students, because this work here is actually Year 7 content and it's unit price. So this being on a Year 9 NAPLAN paper, it's actually Year 7 mathematics. But we do know that numeracy equals maths plus context. Hence the degree of difficulty obviously increasing there. Now that's how numeracy questions live and breathe in my classroom. If you have any questions about this video or want some assistance, please feel free to send me an email or pop in and visit me. Thank you very much.